Hi, today we're going to learn how to use VPN to stay secure and private online. Wow, this is a tough job. Just kidding. When you use NordVPN, all it takes is just a single click. See for yourself. Click, and you're browsing securely on public Wi-Fi. Click, your ISP can't see what you do online. Click, and you're in a different country. Well, virtually. Any device you have there, NordVPN has you covered. Everything else is just details. But if you care to know more, NordVPN has more than 5,000 servers all over the world. It protects your sensitive data with advanced encryption, shields you from malware and phishing sites, and keeps no logs of your online activity.
Click link in the description and get 68% discount for your first order. Creating art on paper. Relieve stress with a coloring book. Coloring books are a popular way to reduce stress because they allow people to focus on the action of coloring rather than creating a complex piece of artwork. Many adult coloring books are available at craft and bookstores and feature complex patterns that help engage and distract the mind. There are also coloring apps available to download to your smartphone. If you feel self-conscious about using a coloring book, especially if you want to distress while in a public place, an app is a more discreet option. Many find coloring books a useful tool to express creativity and actively engage their mind without the stress of having to design and plan a full art piece of their own. Paint with soothing colors. Think about colors that are soothing to you. For many people, those are cool colors such as blue, purple, and green, but these can be any colors you find calming. Paint a picture, abstract or realistic, using these colors to help calm your mind. You can use any type of paint, but some suggest that watercolor used on watercolor paper may be more soothing, as it naturally produces easy transitions between the colors. Alternatively, those who feel the need to express stress or rage may benefit from using paints such as acrylics or gouache and applying pigment with greater force using rough brushes and paint knives. Create a collage. Mixed media art offers people the greatest range of expression and experimentation. Create a collage using art and crafting materials as a way to take your mind off of your current stress. Your collage can feature whatever materials you want, from art media such as markers, pens, and paint, to craft media like modeling clay, pipe cleaners, and fabric, and even found materials or materials that weren't designed for a creative purpose. You may opt to create an ongoing work that you use whenever you feel stressed. You can work on it when you need to calm yourself, and then set it aside until stress hits again. Adding dimensions to your art. Sculpt with clay. A 45-minute session making art using sculpting clay, among other media, helps create measurable reductions in stress. Take an hour or so when you're feeling stressed to sit down with clay and some sculpting tools. If you don't know what to sculpt, try creating a sculpture depicting your stress or emotions. It can be realistic or abstract, whatever you feel is right. Remind yourself that it's not about what the sculpture looks like at the end of your session. The important thing is to engage in the creative process and turn your mind away from its stress. Draw in the sand. Drawing in the sand shares the same principles as a Zen garden, particularly those pertaining to clearing the mind. Simply use your finger or a stick and a patch of sand for stress relief on the go. Do not focus on creating an elaborate or intricate drawing. Instead, work on one sketch until you are content with it, then wipe it away and start on something new. Sand drawing can be as simple as you want. You are free to create anything from elaborate scenes to abstract shapes to stick figures. Make a calming book. Use a sketchbook or journal to create a book filled with images and mementos of people, places, and things that can help calm you when you're stressed. Think about people and things of significance in your life that help you feel calm, and paste pictures or reminders of them into your book. Not only will creating your book help you distress, you can also use your book whenever you get overly stressed to help calm you and remind you of people and things you love. Working with a therapist. Contact a certified art therapist. While some therapists may encourage art as a form of expression or stress relief, only credentialed art therapists that meet the Art Therapy Credentials Board's standards are considered practicing art therapists. Search the AAP or your National Art Therapist Regulating Bodies directory to find a credentialed art therapist near you. Art therapists go through all the schooling expected of any therapist, including a master's degree, and receive further training under practicing art therapists before becoming certified. You can search the AAP's website for a credentialed therapist and filter your search based on preferences such as area. If there is not a certified art therapist in your area, doing art therapy with a regular therapist can still be beneficial. For instance, you could do an exercise at home, such as painting your emotional state, and then bring it to discuss during your session. You can also ask your therapist if they can help you come up with more creative stress management techniques. Set an initial appointment. Just as with most therapists, you will need to set an initial appointment to meet with your therapist before you begin the actual art therapy practice. Call a practicing therapist's office and let them know specifically that you're interested in their art therapy over their other practices. Intake appointments often include some questions about personal history and present emotions. Always answer honestly to the best of your ability, but know that you do not have to provide any information that makes you uncomfortable. Let your therapist know that you are interested in their art therapy practice for the purposes of stress relief. This helps them create a plan that is tailored to you. Begin to attend sessions. Once you have met with your therapist, you are ready to start attending sessions as you and your therapist see fit. Call their office to set appointments and start working with your therapist directly on establishing your comfort level with art and setting goals for your therapy. Know that your therapist will likely watch you intently and speak with you regarding your creation throughout the session. This is not so that they can correct or judge what you are doing, but instead so that they can help you through the emotional process you experience as you create your piece. Try a therapy group. If you are not ready for one-on-one art therapy or want a cost-effective alternative, you may opt to join an art therapy group. These groups are generally offered directly by practicing art therapists and often meet once a week or once every month. Contact your local art therapist's offices to ask about any new art therapy groups that may be starting in the near future. Groups generally run in sessions of a few weeks to a few months. If no one has a spot open for you now, ask to receive a notification to sign up for the next session before it starts. Group sessions are generally more affordable than individual sessions and may or may not be covered by insurance. Ask your provider for your specific coverage information. If group art therapy is not available, you might look into more casual group art activities. These have grown in popularity in recent years, and you may find that going to a painting or ceramic class over a period of weeks or even just for a single evening with friends helps you engage your creative side and distress.